What is going on, everybody? It's your boy John, and welcome back to Gearbox. So today we are in the awesome, wonderful, magnificent Subaru WRX. We are leaving work right now. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, work this week has just sucked. So I wanted to pick up the camera, do a little bit of talking, nothing too crazy, but you know, typically in sales with the holidays coming up and everything, shit tends to slow down, and it's almost to that point, but right now we're just trying to cross the finish line with as many deals as we can, and I'm feeling a little bit of burnouts. But anyway, I wanted to have a conversation regarding the all-wonderful WRX as it relates to some future plans for this car as we get into the 2024 calendar year. So as you guys may or may not remember from previous videos, as this mail truck more or less sideswipes me, right now I really enjoy where this car is at. You know, some notable mods. Pro-tuned by SD Racing, we have an HKS super sequential atmospheric blow-off valve, Grim Speed, Cadet J-pipe, remark, axle back exhaust, bunch of cosmetic shit, so on and so forth. And I love it. I mean, it genuinely is amazing. I never thought I'd have a car at this level. And here we are. And here we are trying to grow upon that as well. But one caveat I have with this car, and it's nothing against the WRX or this, you know, platform specifically, it's more so the idea that I really don't want to push any more horsepower until I have a built engine and or transmission. Ideally, we would have both, but I think the main, I guess, purchase would be building a crate like IAG, you know, boxer engine type deal with an upgraded turbo. But obviously I'd love to get a transmission as well, but that's nonetheless. Either way, really where I'm at with this car right now is I love where it's at, but I also like to not continuously change, but I like to keep it fresh. You know, whether we're talking a new set of wheels, which I would definitely like to do in the near future, or just some different aesthetic mods. And really the, you know, topic of discussion for today that I've just had on my mind for a while is adding more carbon fiber on this car. Now, some people are of the opinion that, I don't know, carbon fiber's overdone and it's a phase and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, of course, the people that go get a damn carbon fiber like vinyl, yeah, those people tend to suck and kind of ruin it for everyone. No offense, but that's true. But I'm talking about legitimate carbon fiber pieces. Now, two in particular that I have in mind. Well, actually, let's talk about three. One is, and I think everyone's probably going to guess this one, but I believe it's called the Saban CW style hood. If you are unaware, or you want to take a look right here, the hood on this car is completely stock. I've never really had a reason to upgrade it. I've never, well, knock on wood, wherever that might be, never been in an accident or anything, so never had to, you know, have a legitimate reason to make any upgrades instead of just replacing with OEM parts and that type of stuff. But I think from an aesthetic place, I think that it would look really, really good. And I would want the one, and I believe this is where the CW comes into play, but with the vents on the side, not just the hood scoop. I think that would look beautiful. And if you guys do remember, I do have, I believe it's called the Noble CS style front grille on this car as well, which is carbon fiber. So I think it would just tie the front end together really, really nicely. Right now, the only carbon fiber I have on this car is the duckbill, and then I have mirror caps on the ice silver metallic, you know, paint match mirrors. So I think from an aesthetic, I guess, perspective, I think a hood would be a nice next step. Now, the other big ticket item I want to talk about, and I kind of already, I guess, talked about it a little bit, but that's going to be the trunk. Now, as I mentioned, right now I do have a duckbill, you know, carbon fiber duckbill spoiler on there, and it's great. I love it. That honestly might be my favorite aesthetic mod to this car at this point. I think it really sets the car apart. It makes it my own, but it's also not too overbearing, and just, it doesn't look stupid. It looks good. It's done well, whatever. Now, the option here, and I believe it's another Sabon part, but going, instead of having a trunk with a duckbill on top of it, is going to a molded, you know, full carbon fiber trunk, and having those body lines just really line up and flow. And I mean, it's molded, right? There's no gaps, there's no nothing. It just adds that little extra kick of the duckbill off the trunk. That's something that's always intrigued me, and a part of me is like, John, do you really need that? No, I mean, I don't need a lot of the shit on this car, but I think from a, I guess we'll call it a revitalized appreciation or excitement for the car, I think those two pieces alone would be very valuable and just add that much more flair to this car, which in my opinion it needs. Like, it's not that the car looks bad right now, but the, you know, aggressiveness that I'm looking to go for with this car would greatly benefit from either having the hood, the trunk, or both. The last aesthetic modification I have considered doing up to this point, and it's not as major as a hood or a trunk or anything, but that's going to be a front lip, and going for a carbon fiber front lip. Now, this serves two purposes. One is having more carbon fiber, but two, as you guys remember maybe from a video or two ago, I forget when exactly it was posted, but my front lip right now has a crack in it, and that crack irritates the shit out of me. Now, there is a reason why I didn't go with a carbon fiber front lip to begin with, and that really is just because I knew that I'd probably mess up this front lip, especially dialing in suspension components and that type of stuff. I really wanted to make sure that I had everything else dialed in, and I knew how predictable this car would be on a new suspension setup before dropping a considerable amount of money, or at least a considerable amount of money in relation to a front lip. But before doing that and just going balls to the wall, saying, all right, take my money, here's $500 down the drain for a carbon fiber lip that I ultimately explode because I'm not used to driving, you know, a lowered car. And PSA to anyone out there, it's worked out in my favor. Obviously, I have a crack in it. I'm not proud of it. I shouldn't let it bother me as much as it does, but here we are. So now, as far as those front lips go, though, I'm not really sure which one I would go with. Once again, Sabon is a huge player in the aftermarket, you know, body kit world, and front lips are included in that. My only problem with the Sabon front lip is that it is aggressive, and I don't know if Baki's ready for that. Not only because I'd be scared driving on a front lip like that around South Carolina, but I also don't know that that's the level of aggression I want to go for in this car. Yes, I want it to be aggressive, but I don't want it to be overly aggressive. So either way, guys, I mean, none of this is set in stone. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, but it is something that has been on my mind, and especially, if not anything else, you know, just more content for this channel going into 2024. We've got a lot coming for the truck. Hopefully we have some more, you know, not necessarily modification videos for this car, but more experience videos with the WRX. And who knows, maybe some more cars enter the channel this coming year. I'm always in the market. If something, you know, crosses my eyes, that catches my eyes and seems like a good deal and a good opportunity, I'm always down for it. So we shall see, but I am looking forward to the 2024 calendar year for Gearbox. I think it's going to be a massive year. I do appreciate everyone's support for 2023, and I promise you, if you stick with me, things are only going to get better from here. So guys, I'm gonna end it there. Like I said, really wanted to keep today pretty chill and laid back as I'm driving home from work. Just wanted to, I guess, speak my mind a little bit as it relates to the old Subi. But if you do like today's video, and maybe you prefer, you know, this format of video and not super structured or anything like that, please give this video a big fat thumbs up and drop some comments down below, guys. That's the only way I'm gonna know if you appreciate this. Or on the flip side, maybe you hate it and you're like, John, why don't you just stick to your normal shit? I can't stand it when you just talk and talk and talk. I hate the sound of your voice. Whatever your gripes may be, I don't care. I got thick skin, guys, so let me know down below. But as always, rounding third, going home, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the drill. And until next time, peace.